Hey, gorgeous. I really like the word gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Okay, I recorded this once already, but like a dumb fuck, I didn't record the audio, so I have to do this entire thing again. And I'm kind of losing my mind, so I hope that I stay sane till the end. Sorry, I was looking at my laptop screen because I'm trying to keep track of what I'm supposed to be speaking about, but it's really hard. Minimalism. Minimalism is my favorite thing in the world. Minimalism is my best friend. Minimalism was there for me when no one else was. That's not true, but I really like minimalism. And the reason why is we live in a society where people are constantly like telling us you need to be like this, otherwise you're not worthy of being accepted by society. So we're like, oh fuck, I want to be accepted by society. And they're like, fear not. Here are these products you can buy to be accepted by society. And we're like, oh, thank God. And then we buy these products and we still feel like shit. And they're like, oh, you're still not good enough because you haven't bought this other thing that we're marketing. Buy this, please. And then we buy it. And now we have a whole bunch of stuff that we don't actually want, but we're made to think that we want it. Because they're like, if you want to be pretty, you have to buy all this makeup to alter your appearance in a way that you don't really care for. I mean, like, changing your appearance, completely acceptable. Something I really like doing just for fun. It's not that I don't like how I look, it's just really fun to play with makeup. Anyways, my point is, if you are a grown adult that can think for themselves, you don't even have to be a grown adult. You can be like a half teenager. What's a half teenager? You can be like a teenager and be somewhat mature to like think for yourself and realize that, hey, I don't actually want to be the thing that you're telling me I want to be, and so I'm definitely not going to buy these things. Maybe like I do want to be pretty, but I don't need your makeup to do that. You're telling me I need your makeup, but I'm not gullible. I'm not falling for your shit. I know what you're doing. But the unfortunate thing about our society at the moment is that a lot of adults seem to not be able to think for themselves. And minimalism helps you do that. It doesn't help you do that. It's like a concept that forces you to like think twice about what you're buying. Minimalism is, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna jump off a bridge if I say minimalism one more time. I just said it. Fuck. Instead of minimalism, I will now say Miranda. The thing about Miranda is you don't have to like not have things. The beauty of Miranda is that you think about whether or not having this thing actually makes you happy. This is very similar to that whole Sparks Joy thing that that lady was doing. I forgot her name. She had a Netflix show and everything. I'll put like her thing here somewhere. Point of minimalism is not to say like you shouldn't be spending so much on things. It's you absolutely should spend on something, but like only if it like really makes you happy. I really like, what do I really like? Wow, I don't like anything. No, I like, no, seriously, what do I like? Okay, at the moment, I don't really care for anything. Oh, food! Food! If you really enjoy food or certain types of food, I would urge you to spend on that because it actually makes you happy. If I were living in my own home, if I had like an actual house where I had to buy groceries, I mean, I do live in a house, it's just that I live with my parents. They do most of the grocery shopping. I live on their terms. But if I was living in my own home, I would spend more money on buying like high quality ingredients to make healthy, like delicious foods that like I derive a lot of joy from. Because I mean a lot of people derive like a lot of joy from what they eat. Like what I eat can make or break my day. Anyways, one thing that bothers me is the makeup industry, not the makeup industry, how makeup is marketed towards women. I like makeup a lot. I like playing around with it. I'm wearing a little bit of makeup on my lips right now. I really I like get makeup, but there's a lot of women on this earth that don't personally care for makeup, but they still feel obligated to wear makeup. It is expected of them to wear makeup once in a while for like special occasions at least. There's no like real reason for it. If you don't wear makeup, nothing's gonna happen. Literally nothing substantial will happen. Uh maybe someone who like walks by you like once, who you like don't even know, a complete stranger might walk by you and not think you're as pretty. But like people who actually like care about you are not going to think of you any differently whether you wear eyeliner on the daily or not. People who like wear makeup ideally are wearing makeup because they personally enjoy putting on the makeup, wearing it, taking pictures or whatever. And personally for me, wearing makeup like for the right reasons is beneficial because it's like a form of art for me. Like I like putting it on and like seeing like how it changes my appearance. I like looking at it being like, hey, that looks nice, and then taking pictures of it. I don't like wearing makeup on a day-to-day basis because um, it doesn't really affect my life, like wearing makeup. Like maybe like when I'm getting ready, if I put on makeup, I'll be like, "Ooh, look at you." And but it's still not going to affect how confident I feel when I walk out the door. And that's different for everyone, and it's completely acceptable. But really think about whether you really need it in your life. Do you really want to be spending money on this? What if like say I didn't really like makeup. Say that I have a passion for pencils. Why would I spend so much money on makeup that I don't really care for and that like I'm only wearing because of how I was raised? I'm conditioned to feel like I'm not pretty if I don't wear makeup. When I could be spending that money on pencils, and I really am passionate about pencils for whatever reason. Here's the thing about passions, like you just get them or you don't have to justify it. You don't really have to like, you either like makeup or you don't. Like you can dictate how are the like you are the narrative. I mean, you are the narrator of your life, but still a lot of people are buying into like what other people are saying. I don't know if I already said this in this video or in the previous recording where my audio was not really recorded, so I think I have to say it again. The wonderful I forgot what I said. Okay, moving on. This is something that I'm really proud of. um I don't wear foundation. The reason why I don't wear foundation is I know that if I start wearing foundation, my skin is gonna become less healthy. And in order to combat that, I have to buy a bunch of like skincare products to make my skin feel more healthy and glowy when it was already healthy and glowy if I had just not worn foundation in the first place. I don't feel any like this is what my skin looks like. Like that's it. Like I don't like it's not adding anything more to my face, I feel. I know that it would look more like clear if I wore foundation, but in the long term it's gonna look less clear. And now I have to spend more on skincare products to like make it look like this again. And I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. If you like foundation and you like how it feels and you want to wear it, like that's completely acceptable. If you personally enjoy actually doing the thing, I'm all for it. If you're only doing it because you feel obligated to, or if there's this narrative pushed onto you that you need to do it in order to like be acceptable or whatever, I would urge you to rethink, because you could be spending your money on fucking pencils, beautiful sexy pencils, but instead you're spending money on foundation. Foundation is expensive as hell. Are you sure you want to be spending on foundation? Also, as a brown girl, I have to say it's incredibly hard to find foundation or concealer that actually matches your skin tone. The reason why I don't have foundation or concealer is Like, actually, not because I'm like, I don't want foundation. It's because like I couldn't find foundation for the longest time that like actually like suited my skin, or concealer. I have insane under eye bags. I look like a fucking raccoon. But I still don't wear concealer or foundation because after a while I was like, do I need it? Do I need it? I didn't even like think for myself back then. Like I was actually like actively looking for foundation to wear because I thought that's what I needed to do in order to like have a good face of makeup. But really like that would have been such a waste of money. And I'm gonna avoid wearing foundation. I'm sure I will at some point if I feel like it. But for now I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna not spend money on foundation and concealer. I really hope I avoid concealer because I'm sure I will feel I will feel a need to like cover up these under eye bags at some point because they're really intense and sometimes I get super insecure about them. But I'm gonna do my best to fight it and like not give in to like all these capitalist companies preying on my insecurities. I'm going to accept my dark circles as they are. In a way, I feel like my under eye circles make my eyes look like better. Like I feel like they pop more. I don't know. I'm just trying to justify my dark circles to myself so that I feel better about it. Anyways, um do what you have to do. Spend less money. Spend less. Okay, minimalism is not about spending less money. I mean, in the end, you do end up spending less money because you're not wasting as much money. But the main point of it is to spend less on crap that you don't even need, but you think you need because companies are telling you you need them. Like, no product is gonna make you feel like acceptable or worthy as a person in society. Like, that has to come from within. No product is gonna help with that. That kind of progress comes with from like actually reflecting on yourself, learning from your mistakes, and self-awareness. Self-awareness is really important. It's also very underrated. Just like minimalism, I mean Miranda, distinguishing stuff that would actually create a good impact on your life and things that are just going to be a waste of space, a waste of money. And if it doesn't make you happy, if you made a bad purchase, that's okay. That's fine. Accept it. Just throw the thing away. Don't like keep things in your life because you feel guilty you bought it. That's something I have been doing. That's something that my parents have been doing their whole lives and they still do. I understand why people do it. It's because like you can't just throw things away. Like if you don't have a whole lot and you just like throw things away, like what if it's like of use to you someday? Like you can't help but like think, I need to keep it. What if it helps me one day? But like that random ass pair of shoes that you bought long ago because you thought you would feel hot as fuck while wearing them, but actually just really hurt your feet and made you feel super uncomfortable whenever you wore it and basically ruined whatever like occasion you wore it for. Yeah, just throw them away. You're not gonna benefit anything from like keeping them around. Just throw them away. It's fine. You'll feel better. You'll have like a peace of mind that like, okay, in my space I only have things that I actually really value and I can give it the attention it deserves because I don't have a bunch of random ass shit in here distracting me and like, you know? Okay, I think I have gotten my message across. I hope that you enjoyed this piece on minimalism. Minimalism is the most important thing to me. That's not true either. I just really like minimalism. If you haven't seen my podcast yet, check that out. It's available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and IGTV, and other podcast platforms, but I don't think anyone listens on there. Um, Also, this is my first YouTube video, like a real YouTube video. Like this is not like a podcast episode. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this. It is like a big deal to me because I'm trying to figure out if I should like make videos on the regular. Um, so if you enjoyed this, let me know and I will take it into consideration when deciding if I should go forward with this or I should focus on other things. Anyways, thank you for listening. I don't know how to end this, so I'm just gonna stop recording.